What's up, guys? My name's TB, and today is going to be a new video in a new series which I want to call Monthly Manga. I know some other maybe AniTubers have done something like this before, but the only reason why I'm starting this is because a friend of mine said something to me, and it came by a surprise, but I knew it was very true. And what he said was, TB, you don't read enough manga. All you do is watch anime. Yeah, you play video games, but you don't read manga. Why? And I was like, boy, that's true. like, it was true. So I was like, okay, let me make that not true. Let me make that. Let me try to change that a little bit. So what I did was I went to Barnes and Nobles. I went in the manga section, and there's only two types of people that you see when you go there. People that are reading it because they're too lazy or they don't have enough money to actually buy the manga they want to read, so they just go there to read and then they dip. And the other category is the people who are just literally sitting or standing in the way so you can't see anything. They're just waiting there, just reading right there in the halls, just looking around, seeing what they're gonna pick. That's the two type of people that you always see when you go there. But anyways, if you saw the title and if you see the manga right there and you saw the thumbnail, you know we're talking about. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. This manga was great. To be honest with you, I read very slowly, so it took me a while to finish with this. Believe it or not, this was supposed to come out in August, so I decided to wait till around September. That way, I can make another one in October. So that's why this is coming a little bit later than I said it was going to. But it's great. It's great. It's made by Nami Sano. I never heard of her before, probably because I don't read enough manga. I don't know if she's ever done anything else, but that's who's created it. The first volume only has 5 chapters, so even though that's not a lot, it took me a while to read it, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I would say my favorite chapter out of all 5 chapters would probably be number 3, Protection, and we'll get in that into a second. I think the format I'm going to do with these when I do them is to go through every single chapter, maybe put a couple pictures up and see which one was my favorite, talk about them a little bit. That's how I'm going to do it. And you guys let me know if there's like anything you think I can improve on or something that you liked or disliked about it. But basically, the first chapter in volume 1 was called Meet Sakamoto. There was a whole bunch of groups in the beginning of kids who did not like him. Apparently, he just moved to this new school. He came from another school. Sakamoto is like this kid, this boy who can do no wrong. He's perfect at literally every single thing he does. When he does his homework, when he freaking washes his clothes, when he freaking cooks, he does everything perfectly. And this catches the attention of some of the misfits, as you might imagine, in his school. They try to do everything to just make his appearance and his persona lessened. Like they try to get him with the classic eraser in the door. When he opens it, it's gonna fall on his head. They try to like pour garbage and water on him when he's in the stall, and none of it works. You know what I'm saying? None of it works. No matter what they do, none of their tricks work on Sakamoto. And eventually, they get to they call him out to go upstairs, saying that a teacher's supposed to be looking for him or something like that, and they lock him in this room and like they tie him up and they threaten to like take pictures of him naked. They threaten to beat him up, all this stuff. Somehow this man gets out of this situation. He sets some cigarettes that they had on fire in the back. And this man, every single chapter, something that he does that I love about Sakamoto is he has a secret skill, something that he does to get himself out of a situation that not the average person can pull off. Only Sakamoto can pull off this thing. So what he does is he starts like shuffling around the fire to try to make it go out, which in reality he was trying to just make a lot of noise so the teacher could come up there and unlock the door to let them out, because they were going to freaking burn to death with this fire. And that's basically the first chapter, man. Sakamoto is a beast at every single thing he does. The second chapter, he meets this guy called Yuya, basically another person who admires Sakamoto, but at the same time sees him as a rival because he's like this pretty boy. He's all about his fashion, about his comedy. He really wants to be popular, but every single time he tries to do something, Sakamoto kind of gets in his way. Not on purpose, but Sakamoto is just Sakamoto. He's popular with the girls. He's got the swag, he's got the class. Everything he does just automatically brings attention to him, and Yuya's like, no, this guy's gotta go. If he's around, then I'm not gonna be popular and get the fame that I deserve and that I want. And then eventually in this chapter, a bee, a hornet actually, comes into the class and it tries to disrupt everything by stinging people. And the teacher, this is the craziest teacher in the world. This guy's got like Vietnam flashbacks from seeing this bee. He's like, I was attacked by a bee one time and I almost died. And the only thing that stops a bee from coming after you is taking off all your attracted because bees are attracted to black things that move. And of course, all the students, their uniforms are all black. So all the guys, I don't know about the girls, but all the guys take off their clothes, even Yuya. The only person that doesn't, of course, is Sakamoto. And Sakamoto, again, to handle this bee, he pulls out his secret skill. He takes out this pencil and he starts like fencing with this bee. It's crazy. And he he stops it from stinging Yuya or anyone else. At the end of the chapter, people commend Yuya for like actually trying to handle the bee, even though Sakamoto is the one who did it. But people admire him and they give him his shine for actually trying to do something when everyone else was scared, even though he was naked. Well, almost naked. They were in boxers or whatever. The third chapter is probably my favorite chapter because it's actually really relatable to me. It's called Protection. Sakamoto meets this kid called Kubota, but I believe that's how you say his name. He's getting bullied by these people every single week. He's basically giving him his money that he gets from his mom for lunch and other things. He's just giving away his money, right, to these bullies. And Sakamoto comes along. He's like, why should I try to help you? Because he asks Sakamoto for help. I don't need to protect you. The almighty yen protects you. You already got your protection. He's like, no, I don't have like infinite amounts of money. Eventually I'm gonna run out. And Sakamoto gets the idea of like, okay, you need money, right? Money is the thing that protects you. We're gonna work at McDoodles. And the reason why I said it's relatable is because I work at McDonald's. So it's I've never had bullies try to take away my money or my paycheck, but Kubota, he basically starts working at McDoodles with Sakamoto to get money, to pay off his bullies. But by the end of it, he actually, gets used to having a job and getting his own money, and he starts developing, pride and self-worth in himself, and the things that he has to overcome, getting covered in sweat, salt, and grease, that when the bullies come up to him, he's like, no, this is my money. I earned this money. You're not taking this away from me. And he kind of took a cue from Sakamoto. Sakamoto came to help him out a little bit. He didn't finish him off, but he helped deal with the bullies a little bit. And he gets his own secret skill. He starts like salting them with fries, he says, and he starts like smashing him with his buns, like his butt, like, because he's a pretty heavy dude, and he stands up for himself. That's why I think chapter 3 in volume 1 is probably my favorite out of all of them. Volume 4, Sakamoto meets this girl called Aina. Basically, she's the type of girl that like you would never want to actually date because she's super popular, and the only reason why she wants to go after Sakamoto is because he's super popular with the girls, but he doesn't want to date anyone. So he kind of seems like this unachievable goal to her. She wants to try to like get to know him, and she has like this book called Love Lessons of how you're supposed to like date someone, how you're supposed to go after a guy. She tries all these different tactics on Sakamoto. None of them work, especially this one where she tries to like pretend like she doesn't have her notebook or her book, so she wants to take notes of him. So she goes on the side of him, but he like barricades himself, so there's no way that she could like squeeze in there. Eventually, she tries to like ask Sakamoto to play the Ouija board. I don't know why anyone ever thinks that this is a good idea, but it's not. These girls that are mean girls, basically just the opposite of her, they're real, and they don't like her personality because she's like a stuck-up, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, popular sort of a girl. All three of them play the Ouija board, and they try to get the Ouija board to say, who does Sakamoto like? And of course it doesn't work because the Ouija board is not a real thing that works, at least not in this manga, it's not that. Eventually Sakamoto gets possessed, and when he gets possessed, they have to like bring him back by like, using the Ouija board. It's funny. They work together for like 2 seconds, and Sakamoto's secret skill was basically pretending that he was in trouble so they can come together and, see that they're not so different. So she didn't get the boy, she didn't get Sakamoto, but it was a funny chapter. And the last chapter is probably my second favorite chapter of volume 1. It's called Errand Master. Sakamoto is under this, I guess you could say, kind of like a gang. I guess he's a leader of a gang. He's a leader of the gang in the high school that he's at. His name is Maruyama. He's like this his big dude. He has all these different sorts of guys do errands for him because he's trying to I don't know what the right word is. He's trying to train them or develop their skills, he says. And Sakamoto goes above and beyond for this guy. He gets this guy like a whole bunch of different sorts of lunchies. He freaking shines this guy's shoes all the time. He gets like different drinks from the vending machine and he mixes them together to like make his own, smorgasbord of like whatever drink he wants, like peach, strawberry, lemon, whatever he wants. And this goes on for a while. And Maruyama eventually is like, dude, you've done everything that you can for me. Just do whatever you want now. Do whatever you think is best when it comes to pleasing me and serving me, because he's like a servant. And then Sakamoto goes into, overdrive. It goes into, high quality class servant mode. And when he does this, Maruyama can't take any more of it. So it goes from him, like, being in charge of all these other people, telling them what to do, to having Sakamoto go there and just taking it way too far. Like, he meets him in the bathroom. He meets him in the bathroom to give him toilet paper because he ran out. And when Maruyama is running away from Sakamoto, he goes into like the gym closet, where they keep all the soccer balls, basketballs and all the gym equipment. And he like makes him a bed out of all the equipment. And he's like, bro, you gotta go. You gotta go. So he like dismisses him of his servant duties, and then from then on, you don't know if he's really like that much of a bully anymore. But he's not ordering anybody around. Whenever he wants something, he just does it himself. There is in the first volume, right? I don't know if it's online, but because I have the actual physical one here. There's an extra chapter called Broad Shoulders, and it's really funny. I don't know if this is young Sakamoto in here, but it's a pretty funny bonus chapter. I'm not gonna talk about it, but like if you ever get the chance, to read it, to buy it, it's in there, and it's pretty funny. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future. I think I might just go into Barnes and Nobles and buy a random manga that I think looks cool and do a sort of video like this again. If you guys have any suggestions to what you think is good that I should, read, let me know, because I am trying to read more. Even though I love watching, I like reading too. And I believe there's only 4 volumes of this, so I'm gonna get the rest of them. But not only is there 4 volumes of Sakamoto, there's actually an anime too. The anime is only 12 episodes, and it's on Crunchyroll. So if you have access to Crunchyroll, there you go. You could watch it for free if you want. I'm gonna watch it, but after I read it. There's only 4 volumes, so I'm gonna read the rest of the volumes, and then I can watch it on Crunchyroll any time that I want. I personally use Crunchyroll. I'm not like sponsored by them or anything. I just like to use it, and I was wondering if there was an anime. Found out that there was, and yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys thought of this type of video. Hopefully you liked it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.